Welcome, my name is David, also known as TheCloudyDave here on YouTube, and this is my introduction to electronic cigarettes part 3. In this video I'm going to be talking about juice, where to get it, and how to use it, what is it made out of and stuff, and we'll get more into it, basically. But juice is what you put in your electronic cigarette. Basically, now that you've got your ego or you've ordered one, you're going to need juice to vaporize so that you can get your nicotine and flavorings. Basically, like I said before, you're going to go ahead and drip that right into your atomizer. Like I said, you're going to put only about 3 drops to keep it wet, and you'll start to notice when it gets dry. And then you're going to go ahead and drip again. I can't possibly name every single vendor that sells electronic cigarette juice. There is no one main place to get juice. I know that might be a question. Where does everybody get their juice? People get juice from all over the place. There's lots of different websites. It'd be impossible for me to name them all. I personally get a lot of my juice from one place. It's cheap, and they make good flavorings, and I like them personally. Now, there's you can go ahead and get e-liquid from the same site I sent you to get your ego kit, or you can go ahead and get some juice from a place where I get it from called Tasty Vapor. It's tastyvapor.us. That's www.tastyvapor.us. They sell 30 milliliter bottles. They're pretty big. Other websites will sell smaller bottles, but this website only sells 30 ml bottles. And you can get a bottle this size. It's basically 1 ounce, and they cost $15 or $10 on sale. Go ahead and pick yourself up a bottle of a flavor you think you'll like, and you can buy 1 bottle. You can buy 2 or 3. I would recommend buying maybe only 1 or 2, and trying it out first. Other websites you can sampler packs and things like that. So go ahead and look around. I'm gonna show you some vape resource. I'm gonna put some vape resources down in the links down in the comments below in the links area. I'll put some links there so you guys can go ahead and check out, see where you can get juice from. But basically, a bottle like this, 1 ounce or 30 milliliters, can last a moderate vapor anywhere from 3 weeks to a month. Heavy vapors obviously can go through it faster. Lighter vapors will go ahead and go through it a lot slower. But basically, a bottle like this costs $10–15. You get juice for a month. If you live in New York, that's the price of 1 pack of cigarettes, and you're a pack a day. You got 1 day's worth of smoking versus 1 month's worth of vaping. To me, that is a total win. Juice is basically made up of the 4 things I mentioned in my first video: propylene glycol, vegetable glycerin, nicotine, and flavorings. Propylene glycol is also known as PG. Vegetable glycerin is also known as VG. So when you hear me refer to those in those abbreviations, you know what I'm talking about. PG is propylene glycol. VG is vegetable glycerin. PG will basically juices that have more PG or all PG generally have more flavor. They carry flavor better, and they give you a better throat hit. Throat hit is basically that feeling in the back of your throat when you inhale off of a cigarette. You get that nicotine hit. You get that same thing with electronic cigarettes, which what makes it so successful. You get that same kind of throat hit, but to me it's more pleasurable off of this because it's less harsh like a cigarette is, because that's smoke versus vapor. But you still get the same hit depending on the amount of nicotine you get in there. So juices come in PG or VG. Most people do a mix. Vegetable glycerin or VG makes more vapor than the flavor and the throat hit as compared to PG. So most people go ahead and use a different a combination of both. Sometimes they do 80-20 PG VG, or they do 70-30 like me, PG VG, and some people do 50-50 or just 100% PG, 100% VG. You can go either way. Juices are enjoyable no matter what kind of combination you put. But some people prefer things better. I would go ahead and make sure you get some kind of a blend, and then go ahead and work your preferences there. Some people, a very small population of people, are allergic to PG or VG. So if you feel yourself getting adverse reactions like itching or something like that, go ahead and stop vaping. Go ahead and try yourself a juice that has either 100% PG or 100% VG, and try and narrow it down to what exactly are you allergic to. That's basically what I have to say about propylene glycol and vegetable glycerin. Most people like some sort of a mixture, but there's a lot of people out there who also do just PG or just VG. So you'll have to figure out what kind of person you are. It's more of a taste kind of thing. It's more of what's your style, what you like. So go ahead and get that according to your taste. But when you first start out, like I said, go ahead and get a good mixture of both. Even a 50-50 would be nice. If not, 70-30 or 80-20 is good too. Go ahead and get into the next aspect of juice, which is the nicotine. Now, when you buy nicotine juice, you're going to want to buy a certain level of nicotine. I'm going to say that if you were a heavy smoker or moderate to heavy smoker, you're going to want to start with 18 milligram to 24 milligram worth of nicotine, so you can get a proper hit off of it. So anything lower than that might not be enough for you. If you are a light smoker, 12 to 16 is good. If you are just a social smoker, maybe even 8 is good enough for you. And I say 8, I'm saying these numbers, they're milligram per milliliter. When you order juice, they'll give you a choice of how much nicotine you want in your juice. And basically, they'll make sure that there's that amount of nicotine. So, obviously, the more nicotine, the stronger it's going to be. So you're going to want to gauge how much of a smoker you were. When I say moderate to heavy, I'm talking about half a pack to a pack and a half a day. So go ahead and moderate your juice towards that. I was a pack a day. I started on 24, and I've stood on 24 ever since. Some people go ahead and they back off, and some people even get down to 0 nic. I'm not saying it's a common thing, but some people actually do it. I like my nicotine, and I feel like I'm getting it in a safer way, so I stay at 24, and I like 24 milligram. But some people go to 18 or 16, and they're fine there. Some people do even less. So you'll have to gauge that for yourself. But like I said, if you're a light smoker, stay between 8 to 16. And if moderate to heavy, you're going to go 16 to 24. Some people need a lot more if they were like 2-3 pack a day smokers. Sometimes they even like 36 milligram. Watch your nicotine levels. You don't want to get anything higher than 36. If you do, you're going to have to water it down with other juice, because if not, it might be too much nicotine and you don't want to get over-nicked. So watch it. Nicotine is a poison, so you can overdose off of it. Sorry about that. But basically, that's the basics of juice. You got your PG/VG levels, you got your nicotine level, and then you're gonna want to get your flavoring. You can get any flavor you want. They have all kinds of flavoring out there. They have cigar, they have cigarette flavorings, they have tobacco flavorings, they have pastry flavorings, they have fruit flavorings. You can get them mentholated or non-mentholated. I like cinnamon, so I got a juice called Atomic Cinnacide. It's like the Fireball candy. You can get bubble gum. You can get blueberry waffles. You can get bacon. Anything you can think of. There's the juice out there for it. So go out there and search, and you'll be surprised what you can find. You can get a juice that tastes whatever you want it to taste like. If not, there's somebody out there probably concocting it right now. So I'm going to go ahead and leave some vape resources in the links below, so you can go ahead and look for juice. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for part 4 of my introduction to electronic cigarettes, where I'll talk about batteries. Thank you for watching. Peace.